Hey guys, what's going on? So we've got some news. We've got some footage of the new stadium that's coming out. I think it's the beginning of next year. I think it's BX32. Could be wrong about that, about the release number, but I do believe that this is coming out next year. And there was like a sort of like a test event at one of the tournaments, I think, where people could try out the new stadium. So we're going to take a look at that and sort of talk about it a little bit. And then we've got some other images for the Driger prototype and the Trypio prototype as well. So first up, we've got this stadium. This thing looks super cool. So super wide. Basically, still same concept as the standard stadium. You've got the two exits or the two pockets, and then you've got the extreme finish area as well. I really like this stadium. So some people are going to be confused by this, but like, why is just a wider stadium or whatever? This is something that Japan has always done. They've always done like oversized stadiums all the way back to like plastic gen. And I think these are going to be used mostly for events to whittle down like entry contestants for the tournaments. So it'll be, I guess, 3 players at once, I guess. But I don't think this is going to replace the standard stadium. I think this is going to be like for earlier tiers of the tournaments to sort of weed through the bulk of the players, and it'll be like last man standing sort of thing. One thing that I would like to see is these show up in the anime, where they have like full team versus full team, so 3-on-3 battle royale type thing. I feel like that would be really cool. It's not something they've done a whole lot in Beyblade. I know they did it in Plastic Gen. They might have done it in Metal Fight as well. I'm not 100% sure. I don't. Let me know if they did it in Burst. I don't know if they did or not, but a sort of like battle royale between teams would be super cool. Just to see like team strategy going up against a whole full team. I feel like that would be really cool to see. I hope that it happens. But yeah, as far as the stadium goes, this is a huge stadium. So if you guys have the standard stadium already, it's a really bulky stadium. This is going to be huge, so I imagine shipping on this is going to suck, but this is probably one of those things that like you probably don't have to get. It's kind of a novelty thing if you're just playing by yourself, you're playing against one other person. But I do think that probably stamina and defense types are going to have a bit of an advantage in this stadium just because there's so much surface area to avoid sort of like this extreme finish zone. I do think that this zones might be a little bit wider, but the travel distance all the way around to get to this, and it's not straight off either. This comes at a pretty drastic curve right here. So you'd have to be going pretty slow to get it for an attack type to get anywhere out this zone or angled towards this zone, unless the other Beyblade is sitting like right here and you kind of hit it at an angle, then it might pop into there. But yeah, I think the stadium looks pretty cool. I'm very interested to see if this sort of the concept of this makes it into the manga and anime. Like I said, I really hope it does. But yeah, that's the stadium. Nothing too crazy in terms of gimmicks. I really think this release is mainly for like competitive, just to weed out, like I said, tournaments with like really large participation, which is common in like big Japanese events where they have like tons and tons of contestants in order to actually get through it. So yeah, we're just on X right now. If we scroll up, we can also. Oh, that's not. that's not what I meant to click on. But yeah, that. It looks like this chick won a gold health size, so that's cool. We've got some additional images of the random booster Beyblades. We've got purple and white Wizard Arrow. This looks really good, guys. I'm not going to lie. I keep saying that I'm tired of Wizard Arrow recolors, but I feel like each additional one that we get looks cooler than the last one. This one actually looks pretty cool. Red Leon Claw. I like this clear chip design. I really like Leon Claw. I know it's like not super top tier, but I do really like it. I'm hoping that this one's heavier than the standard one. The Blue Viper looks amazing. We've got the Wyverns as well. I'm hoping that these are really good stamina-wise. It would be nice to see something compete with Hell Scythe and Hell Chain. So far, the Hell Beyblades have really sort of taken over in terms of stamina slash defense, I guess. We do still see Shield being used, but I think Scythe and Chain are pretty high up there tier-wise. This purple lance looks pretty cool as well. So, and then we've got some images of the prize Beyblades, the prize recolor drawn swords. I would love to get some of these. I'm very interested to know what the resale costs on these are going to be, because this is G1 tournament prize. So these are kind of like upper level tournament prizes. These might end up being fairly expensive. So they do look really cool though. And then we've got some images of the Trypio and the Driger remakes. So this one right here is Driger. This looks like pretty much like final design. It looks like they're still working on Trypio. This thing looks thick. I'm guessing that this whole outer lip here is going to be just a metal ring. And then these extensions, actually, these surely those can't be metal as well, right? That thing would be so heavy. I don't know. Like, if it's plastic, like, you run the risk of, like, the impact maybe potentially breaking. I don't know. These are pretty thick. This looks sick, though. This looks sick. I love this. This looks really great. And it's big. It's bigger than I thought they would scale it down, but this actually looks massive. I'm hyped about this. Look how huge this thing is. It's a beast. Looks absolutely amazing. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they ban this. I'm not sure. Maybe this is a novelty thing that's banned for tournaments. Who knows? But and then we've got Driger here. It looks pretty good. Pretty much 1-to-1. The outer edges of this actually look basically the same as Dronzer, except it has two upper lips here. So well, actually, Dronzer did too, and then it had the one raised lip here. Actually, this looks pretty much exactly the same as Dronzer in terms of like how they designed sort of the outer portion. So it's got these upper points right here on the outside of the weight disc that lead in sort of just for upper attack, and then you've got this raised lip here. I'm not sure if this is raised here. I don't think that it is. It might just be this side. So this might be basically Dronzer. Hopefully it's a little heavier, so it's like we can use it more. Because while Dronzer can be used, it's really light. So you're definitely it's definitely a factor when you're using Dronzer, especially in competitive or whatever. But I'm hoping that this one's a little bit heavier so we can make use of it. But the fact that this outer weight disc portion is essentially the same, it would have been nice if they would have done something a little bit different. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up doing. I think it looks really good, so I'm very hyped for that. And then again, the Trypio looks freaking cool, bro. That's awesome. Anything else? Anything else going on here? I think that's mostly it. We've got another image of the giant stadium here. So, like I said, I think this will be a cool like novelty thing if you want to get it, but I don't think this is going to be like a must-have for like the average player. I'll probably end up getting this. I'm not sure when exactly this releases. If you guys already know, you can let me know in the comments. But I'll be moving in February, so depending on the timing of things, this may be something that I end up getting later on. And even if I do get it, I can't imagine I'll be using it that much, especially for testing, just because I highly doubt that this is going to replace tournament play, especially in the West. For WBO events, we'll probably stick to the standard stadium. I highly doubt that this will get used at all. Maybe in like unranked stuff, but yes, that's pretty much it. They've got, what is this? Tobu Limited Express. Extreme G1 2023 qualifying round, there will be Tobu Railways Spacia X booth, which we recently announced collaboration with. You can take a picture with the conductor's hat. Japan has this crazy fascination with trains. It's insane. Train otaku are like a different breed, bro. But yeah, the G1 stuff has been all over X today or Twitter. So people preparing, people going to tournaments and stuff. Very cool. I should be getting one of these gold hell sites in pretty soon, I think. These look so spicy. They look nice, man. Do I use it? Do I not? It looks so good. Oh, man. I need like 5 of them. But, yeah, man. I think that's pretty much it. I'm very interested to know your guys' thoughts on the stadium. So I really, like I said, I really would like to see maybe not the stadium get used in the anime, because obviously the anime stadium is different from um, the actual IRL stadium, but it would be cool to see like team versus team battle royale type stuff make a an appearance in the anime. I think that would be super cool to see. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Enough rambling from me. I just wanted to make a quick video letting you guys know about the stadium and sort of the look of it. And yeah, these new prototypes for these crossover releases. So like I said, the Driger pretty much looks done, and then the Trypio, I guess they're still working on, but this looks pretty close to complete to me. Um, so maybe they're still doing some of the finer details or whatever, but the thing looks massive, looks bulky. So we'll see. I watch it get insta banned. Watch it just get insta banned in Japan. But just because it gets banned in Japan doesn't mean it gets banned for WBO events. So we'll just have to see sort of how good it is. I can't imagine it would be that good. It wasn't that good when it released either. Like over the past few years, it's found sort of niche use in plastic gen tournaments on like Cyber Dragon's Blade base. But other than that, it's like it's just a novelty thing. Like Japan has this like really intense fascination with this Beyblade. Like if you look up Japanese Beytubers, there's a ton of content around just this Beyblade, just doing weird things with it. So yeah, that's all I've got, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that like for the algorithm. So yeah, let's see you this probably. Well, I work all day tomorrow. Probably see me Sunday. So I'm still waiting on something to come in the mail for a video that I was planning to do this week, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, see ya.